and Alsgerlamen.
Thanks, Jonathan. Precious little to separate these two sides over 36 championship games. Now 2 more to decide who will progress to the semi-final. Airdrie looking to repeat the feat of last season as they made the leap from League One through the playoffs. Thistle aiming to go one better than that agonising failure to make the step back up to the top flights. Both teams used a number of fringe players in their final league games, so no surprises to see numerous changes. In fact, it's 7 apiece. Airdrie bring in Megwa, Watson and Hancock at the back, McMaster and Telfer to the midfield, and Miguel and Todorov up front. Looks like they might have switched system as well. We shall see. This will make a changing goal with Mitchell returning, Muirhead, Macbeth and Milne coming at the back, and the firepower of Robinson, Fitzpatrick and Graham are also in from the start. Just a little word about young Kieran Loney on the bench. He made his debut up at Tannadice on Friday, the evening after he'd started his Nat 5 maths in the morning. Quite a day for that young man. Two very much up-and-coming managers. Chris Doolan's still only 37, but there's Gabby Miguel, who scored a 90th minute equaliser in last year's final against Accies, and we're looking to add to the 6 he's scored this campaign. Luke Macbeth was playing for Glenafton in the West of Scotland Premier Division until January, and now is hoping to help Thistle back into the SPFL Premiership. Grant Irvin is the man in charge this evening. A gorgeous sunny evening in North Lanarkshire as 3rd and 4th in the Championship do battle in the first of the quarter-final double-header. Michael Stewart, do you see either of these two being able to build up a serious advantage ahead of Friday?
I think the playoffs are just so difficult to predict, Al, in regards to not being much between them. You heard the guys obviously looking at the last game between the two sides that ended up a 4-0 victory for Partick Thistle, and how even at half-time that didn't look like that was going to happen. So I would be surprised if there was a scoreline similar to that, but it's very difficult to say definitively, because both teams have got goals in them, and you get a feeling that they could catch a wee bit of form and start banging some goals in. There's not much between them though. It's going to be a very exciting game.
Should be. Certainly got the makings of it. Thistle have probably been in slightly better form of late as they look to try and make the first impression. Brian Graham with a header doesn't really trouble Robbie Hemfrey though. And it's been given away by McInroy. Slip forward for Frizzelli, glances up to see who's in the middle. Away by Muirhead. Good start this from the home side. Telfer helps it into the back post, it's squeezed in! And Airdrie with a wonderful start to the game! And it's Ahmad Nikolai Todorov, the top scorer, who's popped up at the back post to squeeze the ball home.
What a goal! Absolute sheer determination from Todorov at the back post to just go and win it and stick it in the net. Not a bad idea, just difficult for him to be working the angle when he was playing it on his left foot there, and too much weight on it as well.
Miguel taken out there. He does a lot of good work for his side. Gets them up the park. There's Frizzell, who can also make things happen. He's been dragged back there by Nielsen, and that's going to be the first yellow card of the evening. A rather cheap one for Lewis Nielsen to pick up this early in the game.
Very cheap, but I think you can see already the problems that Frizzell and along with McGill and Todorov, the problems that they're causing. I mean, that's just really poor.
Charlie Telfer looking to deliver once more for Airdrie. Man completely free at the back there. It's Ballantyne, who just spun round the back, completely left on his own.
You could see it unfolding. I mean, it will really It's poor defending from Partick Thistle, and they're fortunate they've not been punished there. It wasn't even as if he spun round the back alley, he was just sort of hanging around on the edge of the box, and Airdrie just making sure that nobody was going to track him round the back. That was too easy.
He perhaps should have made more of the opportunity, but he has got to side a corner here. Again to be taken by Telfer. Plenty of movement.
Same again, round the back.
Ranks. Yeah, and there's a man free again. Is it Ballantyne again who rose and should have done better?
This is really poor. I mean, credit to Airdrie because it's clearly something that's been worked upon, but you just watch, they're all running towards the ball. And then round the back with a late run, perfectly weighted. Ballantyne, that is a big opportunity.
Slips it for Robinson. Better from Thistle. Fitzpatrick to his left. Now it comes. Back out with Fitzpatrick. This time it's the left-footed delivery. Megwa clears, half clears at least. A couple of 50-50s on the edge of the box, both of them allowed to go by Grant Irvine. It's Stanway who takes a swipe at it and didn't connect at all well. Todorow's layoff doesn't hit its target, and Macbeth! Wow! That's incredible from Luke Macbeth, who has stepped forward and pulled out an absolute stunner. Just incredible way to draw your side level. Luke Macbeth, take a bow.
Absolutely sensational strike from Luke Macbeth, it really was. But it all just comes from positive, aggressive play. Stepping up, putting pressure on the ball, winning the turnover, and bang! What a strike. He's only got one thing in his mind there. Drive into the space, hug the strike. And Robbie Hemphree's got no chance. Can't get anywhere near it. What a goal. You can see how happy the Partick Thistle supporters are.
Not a bad way to open your senior goal-scoring account.
The Airdrie side, in the early stages, Airdrie were doing really well at just shutting off those lines and not letting them get on the ball.
McGill for Hancock, good first time ball. Todorov arriving, can he squeeze this one in? No, he slashed it over the top.
Able to exploit Partick Thistle, but then likewise when Partick are in possession, that's where the space is for them.
McMillan for Graham, he's on the spin. That is a good stop from Hemphrew, and it had to be. Brian Graham coming alive, but denied a second Thistle goal as they come once more though, and it's going to come to Robinson, who sneaks in to poke home, and Thistle have turned it round.
Well, you can see the Airdrie defenders are not happy with Robbie Hemphrew in the goal. Scott Robinson ends up putting it into the back of the net, and he's probably about 2 yards out. Terrible time for Airdrie to lose the second goal right before half-time for Partick Thistle. What a turnaround. Just when the ball gets played in, you can see they're attracted to Brian Graham. He sneaks in. Right between the posts. I've got to say, Cammy Ballantyne's going mental with Robbie Hemphrew, but they just get caught under it. The two of them getting attracted towards the ball and allows that space for Scott Robinson just to drift into. That's a good ball, really good ball.
Yeah, it really is. Here's Frizzell then, able to bring Airdrie forward. Hancock in support, up against McMillan. Fires it, it's a great ball! It's in! The equaliser! And Gabby McGill's the man who on the stretch converts a terrific Mason Hancock cross. Well, that is Airdrie summed up on the counter. Absolutely devastating. And it's all square once again. And now Airdrie on the defensive as McInroy picks up. We've got everyone back now. Barring Todorov behind the ball. And Nielsen, he's going to go for it. was a good strike. It was on target. Hemfrey able to hold on to it. Hemfrey pings that into the feet of McGill, who again does good hold-up work. Frizzell forward. Todorov, again the ball just holds up on the turf, but it's managed to find Telfer, and then hacked away by McMillan after the save from Mitchell.
What a brilliant break from Airdrie. I think that's a classic example of the AstroTurf. If that's on grass, then that ball's bouncing through for Todorov. Lovely layoff, great strike as well, down low. Mitchell having to make the save. You know, they didn't just give up after that that slow bounce that killed the momentum of the attack.
Stretches back quite a long way. There has been very little to choose between them this evening.
I'm sure they're absolutely delighted for you to remind them of that after 75 minutes where it's been toe-to-toe.
I'm just suggesting they're maybe close to changing that statistic, but maybe not. If Harry Milne can produce a good cross here, some save, still the danger though, another brilliant block. Graham denied, and then Stanway likewise. What a stop from Robbie Hemfrey, first time from Graham. Not sure if he knew much about it.
I've got to say, Al, that's my initial instinct, is that the goalkeeper shouldn't even have the chance of being able to get anything on that. You wouldn't want anybody else to be on the end of it other than Brian Graham. Great ball in. Partick Thistle captain is on the spot, ready to put it in the net, but heads it straight to the goalkeeper. To be fair to Robbie Hemfrey, his arm is out. He's got a strong wrist on it to bat it away. And then a wonderful sliding tackle. Ballantyne taking over the captain's armband, and he comes up with a big moment.
Right, I think, over the course of the 93 minutes. And now he blows the full-time whistle to bring an end to a really stunning game of football. 4 goals shared. Gabby McGill, the man who drew Airdrie level. And you'd have to say, on the balance of play, he probably deserved to go in to the second leg on level pegging. Todorov had opened the scoring just 5 minutes in before Thistle turned it around thanks to Luke Macbeth pile driver, and then a poacher's goal from Scott Robinson that just Dillon would have been proud of. Before that McGill strike at the start of the second half. Chances for either sides to win it. Brian Graham denied brilliantly by Robbie Hemfrey in the closing stages. But we will do it all again on Friday, and I for one cannot wait for that. It finishes in Airdrie at the Excelsior Stadium. Airdrieonians 2, Partick Thistle 2.